bambi batirati nesafu abayafu.
Hi, welcome to another Everyone Must Learn Excel tutorials, and today we'll try to understand what Vlookup is and not waste much of your time. Vlookup is an Excel function to look up data in a table organized vertically. So what this simply means is that your data has to be organized vertically, in other words, in columns. And the function that we use is basically this one, Vlookup, then lookup value, comma, table array, column index, and the range lookup. This is the whole thing that we'll be looking at in the whole entire video. Then in simple terms, Vlookup simply means you are just trying to see, you are trying to, in simple terms, Vlookup is about what you want to look up for, then where you want to look for it, then the column number in the range containing the value to return, and lastly return an approximate or exact match, so which is either true or false, 1 or 0. So 0 is for false and 1 is for true. And what it simply means is that we're just trying to bring out something depending on what you want to look, where you want to look for that. Okay, then next, how Vlookup works. This is the part of the data that I am using for a Vlookup function. So I have the basic information here, which includes computer number, name, gender, age, and the school details, program of study, then year, and I've just deliberately put this course number. All these are fake, but just using them for our simple understanding what Vlookup is. So remember the function that we had, which starts with this Vlookup, then it comes to that lookup value. So in this case, if you see this data, basically what you're trying to do, you are trying to look up for something by starting with the lookup value. The lookup value is something that is going to distinguish each and every student in this sheet or in this data. In this case where we are talking about the computer numbers, imagine someone comes and they say, okay, I want you to retrieve data for this computer number, and you can use Vlookup if you want to know someone's name, gender, age, program of study, just to pick, assuming you have maybe 5,000 or 10,000, 1 million number of students in that data. And by using the computer number, Excel will allocate that and will allocate what you want, which is the lookup value. And by this, assuming you want to look up for this, so this is our lookup value, then you get that. And then the table array, the table, then where you want to find that thing, assuming you want to know the program of study for this person here with this computer number, and there's a lot of data that you just can't go straight to that. So the table array, you select the entire table which you want to or where you want to retrieve this data from, and next is the column index number. So the first thing by this, you first have to understand understand where your lookup value is, which is this one, in which column it is, so which is that. And by counting, you can say this is column number 1, and where the program of start is, it's actually here, and this is column number 5 if you count 1 2 3 4 5. So you put the column index number as 5, you just type 5 there. Then from that you come to the range lookup, which basically is what you want to return. For this you have BA of public administration, so you want to return this BA of public administration. And if you put, so for the approximate number, if you want an approximate number to return, you would put 1 or true, then, or you put 0 or false for the exact match, meaning it will return what is there if you put false. And by that which is the range lookup, so you just type false so that you have the data that is needed. Hope we are good to go for the practical part. Let's log in. So earlier I mentioned that we'll be using this data, and now this is the practical part of our Vlookup, and basically we'll be doing this here. So assumption is that, okay, I'll just pick one random computer number. I'll just pick one random computer number so that I use it for our Vlookup. And remember what we said. So assuming this is our lookup value, you want to see, you want to check the name of this person in this data here. Yeah, and what you need to do, you just type equals, then Vlookup, or just press the arrow button down, then tab, so that it comes there. Then our lookup value, which is this, yeah, then comma, then our table array. So I'm going to select the entire table, starting from the first computer number that we have there. Then I'll just, to go to the end, to select the whole table, I'll just click Control Shift End, like that. Then it picks the whole entire data. Then what else? So the command is there on top. Yeah. Then we need the column index number in which we are looking for the name. So the name is actually in the second column. Then I just have to put 2 there, then comma. So we need the exact match, then just click false or 0. Yeah, type 0 or just click that, then, and the function will give you the result. Yeah, well, this simply means that this guy, the computer number that we have here, it's basically belongs to Munyachorwe, who is this one. Yeah, then if you want to do the same for this, I'll come back here, then I'm going to lock 1, so that okay, let me just show you what I mean. Yeah, okay, let me just do that. I'll try to drag this to the end to give us these. The reason why it's not bringing the correct things is because Excel by default, if you just drag the formula, it changes. Instead of using this as our lookup value, to use this one as the lookup value. Yeah, check, it is B2, so it will look up for Munyachorwe. Then Munyachorwe becomes, if it becomes the lookup value here, the names, which means that our two here, because we select the same table starting from B3, meaning to start from here, the B, meaning our B becomes 1 and this becomes 2. So the formula won't work correct just like that. It will shift. So instead of using the computer numbers, it's going to use the names as the lookup value. and well, it's going to give you errors. So what you need to do, you come back here, then you lock. We're going to lock this by putting the $sign, yeah, like that. Then do that, so that if I drag to this, what right is going to give me this any, meaning there is no information. Then the other thing that you need also to lock, it's actually the table. So I also need to lock the table like that, starting from this. Lock it, and also lock this one. Yeah, in other words, we're just referring to this so that it won't change or go anywhere else, but it will get to get the values within that. Then it's going to give me the name for all these fields, because I haven't changed the other side. So program of stud here, if you check, it's on the fifth column, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So here, instead of 2, we are going to have 5, because we are looking in the column 5. Then you click enter, it's going to give you the program of stud. Then age, if you check here, it's in column 1, 2, 3, 4, 4. And the last one, which is the year of study, which is in column 6. Yeah, so do this, change it to 4, then to give us that. Then do the same for this one, which is on 6, and it's going to give us the results like that. Third. Yeah, basically this is what is going to happen. Normally we use this in case someone comes in. You are working as let's say someone who is checking for this information. Someone comes and they want to know the name of that student, the program of study, their age, and the year of study. Assuming we have another computer number, I'll get randomly this one, pick it, yeah, come here, then paste it here so that we see, you will see, then everything changes. So see, oh, this is actually Robert Zuru, and he's under BA of Economics, and he's 22 years and in second year. Yeah, it's as simple as that. Yeah, this is one way that you can do it. Then I'm going to delete that. Yeah, I'll delete that, then come back here. I'll show you another way where we are going to use the table, direct table. If you have the defined table with you, instead of you selecting the whole range, this you can just select the table. So what happens is that I'll click here and I'll control shift and select the data, then yeah, then come here, then select table, and I'll give it a name. So this table, I was saying it's by that, then my table has headers, which is the first one. Yeah, so I can just leave this selected, then click OK. And here where it's saying table name, I'll just say okay, this is data. Yeah, I'll give it a name, data. And I'm going to remove the filters. I don't want filters to be seen here. And here I'll just leave it like this so that it doesn't show any fancy things. Yeah, then it becomes a table like that. So I've defined. So I'll do the same thing that I did, which is Vlookup. Yeah, Vlookup. Yeah, then that's, and I'm selecting the lookup value, then comma. Yeah, instead of selecting the table array, the range, I'll just type data, which is actually here. Obviously, it has a this table icon. Yeah, just select on it, double click, yeah, then comma. So I'll do the same for this, and I'll lock this so that I don't repeat what I did. Yep, like that. Then okay, it's in second column. Then I want, so I can just put 0 for false, then close and enter, then to give me all these guys Robert. Then I'll drag for this, then change here. Here I'll change because remember we said program of start is actually 5. Yeah, then do that, then come here, then I'll change this is actually 4. Yeah, then here it's on number 6, and the data will come like that. Yeah, so that's how we use VLOOKUP. So I'm not locking the data because it's already defining the range from the first one to the last one, and it's in a table, so it use the table like that. So it's good to define tables times if you are trying to use tables, and you're good to go. Thank you very much for watching this. I hope you got everything that I said, and leave a comment if you have questions.